this video, we are going to talk about how to respond to the assessed risk of material misstatement and how to compute the materiality amount. In response to the assessed risk of misstatement in the financial statements, we need to design audit procedures, nature, timing, and extent of which will help us reduce these risks to an acceptably low level. These audit procedures can be substantive procedures, which includes test of details, or substantive analytical procedures, or we can combine substantive procedures with test of controls. When, as per our understanding of internal controls, the control environment is effective and the controls are formally laid and designed, we may choose to rely on them. In that case, we will test whether the controls are effectively working throughout the period or not, and reduce our extent of substantive testing based on that. Now, we discussed that our purpose is to reduce the risk of material misstatement to an acceptably low level. For that, we need to decide what should be the material item. To set up the materiality, we first decide the benchmark based on what users are most concerned about in the financial statements. Then we will set up the materiality amount as a percentage of this benchmark. The range will be recommended by the system, and then we move to calculate the clearly trivial threshold below which all the misstatements are trivial and need not be worried about. So we need to calculate the performance materiality, that is working materiality, to set a numerical value to apply during sample selection and to decide which areas to audit. Based on this overall materiality computed and the risk assessment done, this performance materiality will be auto-computed by the system. Now let's see how is this all done in the Smart Audit. In the planning section, go to setting up the overall materiality. Here you can select the benchmark and provide the justification for such selection. As soon as you select the benchmark, the system will compute and recommend the materiality range. We have provided the flexibility to input the materiality amount. Once you decide this amount, the clearly trivial threshold amount range will be computed by the system, and again the same can be manually entered by the user. Now, after determining this, the system will compute the section-wise performance materiality based on the overall materiality amount set by the user and the level of risk assessed for each assertion. Now let's see how to devise the audit strategy into the system. Go to Establish an Audit Strategy. Here you can devise the overall strategy, that is deciding the timelines, plan to mitigate the significant risk, highlighting key audit areas, expert involvement, allocating staff and budget, etc. After that, we move to determine the audit procedures or tests in response to risk at relevant assertion level for each section. Let's do it for PPE. Links have been provided for each section. Now, here at third step, you will see performance materiality has already been calculated. In audit approach, the assertions and risk will be pre-populated based on the risk assessment done at B3 step, and the system will suggest the audit objectives. Here, you can select the approach as substantive procedures or substantive procedures with test of controls. Then here, you can select what specific tests you will be required to perform to meet the assertions. For example, physical verification test, review of completeness, impairment review, etc. And then you can go back to B6 to prepare such plan for other sections. Then, here you can document the minutes of engagement team meeting along with the details of attendees and important matters discussed. Once the planning is done, we move to perform the fieldwork in execution.